Hello YouTube, RPGdon here. This is the first episode of our custom class series. In this series, once a week, every Saturday, I'll bring you a new class and show off a couple of their skills. Today's class is the Medic. The way we are going to build our Medic, we'll give them two possible builds, a support Medic or an offensive Medic. To start, we'll go to our database, choose classes, and then change the maximum by 1 to add our new class. We will click 5 and name them Medic. Choose Apply when you're done. Next, we'll go over to our skills. We will change the maximum to 19. This will give us enough room for every skill in this class. We will click number 11 to add our first skill. The first skill will be called First Aid. We will give it an icon and a description. Once it's done, we'll click Apply. We will want to make a new skill type for our class. To do so, go to Types, Skill Types, change maximum to 3, and then click the third option. We will call it Medicinal. Once done, choose Apply. We can now go back to our skills, make sure we're on First Aid, choose Skill Type, and go down to Medicinal. We'll click Apply when we're done. Since this is a level 1 skill, we will put the MP cost fairly low. For this tutorial, we'll put it at 5. We'll change our scope to 1 ally. We'll set the occasion to always, so they can heal during battle or outside of battle. We won't have to change anything in the invocation box for this tutorial. Under message, choose a message you want. I will choose uses. We will now go up to damage and change it to HP recover. We won't choose an element, no criticals, and I'll leave the variants alone. You can edit the formula to fit the mechanics of your game. For this tutorial, I'm going to use 300 plus A.mat. This will be 300 plus the user's magic attack. I will now choose Apply. Our level 1 skill is done, but before we move on to our level 2 skill, we will go back to Types and add 2 new weapon types. I'll change the maximum to 14, choose the new number, and enter Syringe. I'll apply, then choose my next number, click the bar, and enter Stethoscope. Now apply. Now go to Weapons. Change the maximum by 2. We'll click a new row, then under Name apply the same words. One being Syringe, apply. Next row, the second being Stethoscope, apply. Under Weapon Type for Stethoscope, choose Stethoscope, then apply. For Syringe, choose Syringe. Make sure to add a picture for both of these weapons. Always apply once you finish a step. You can leave the parameters blank or change them to what you want. When we use a syringe, it's more of an attack build, so I will change the attack to 20. Our stethoscope is more of a magic build, so I will change the magic attack to 20. Now that we had this done, we can go back to our skills. We will make 2 level 2 skills, one for each of our builds. Choose a new row, click the name, and enter Checkup. This skill can remove all debuffs on one of your allies. However, to use this item, you must have a stethoscope. We will type that into our description and change the required weapon into a stethoscope. Next, we'll change our skill type to Medicinal and our scope to 1 ally. For message, I'll click Uses. This skill won't do any damage, so we won't have to change anything here. Under Effects, we will click a row, go to Parameter, then Remove Debuffs. We will click Max HP, OK, then click another row, Parameter, Remove Debuff, and then the next one down. We will do this for each debuff. You can customize this skill to remove different debuffs or add your own debuffs to be removed. We will change the mana cost to 10, then give it an image. Once this has been done, choose Apply. Now go to the next skill row, and we will make our level 2 skill for the next build. Under Name, we will put Vaccine. We will give it an image, and enter our description. This skill heals all states or status ailments. We will type this into our bar. Notice that we must have a syringe to use this skill. We will go to Weapon Type 1 and choose Syringe. We will give a message, change our scope to 1 ally, the skill type to Medicinal, and give it an MP cost of 10. This skill also doesn't do any damage, so we can leave this bar alone. We will go to our effects, click a bar, choose State, remove state, and enter every state from poison down. Once you're ready, click apply. Once you're done here, we can move on to our level 3 skills. Choose the next row and enter the name vitamins. Give it an image. Under skill type put medicinal, choose 15 for mana, scope 1 ally, and occasion always. Under description, we will enter grants more HP to 1 ally. Since we need a stethoscope, we will change our weapon type 1 to stethoscope. Enter your message, and again, nothing for damage. Under effects, we'll click a row, choose parameters, add buff, and choose maximum HP. I'm going to set this for 3, but you can change it however you like. Click OK, and once you're ready here, apply and go to the next row. Our level 3 skill for our offensive build will be called Anesthesia. Choose an image, skill type medicinal, MP cost 15, scope 1 enemy and occasion always. We will then put a description. Since we need a syringe, we will change weapon type 1 to syringe. Then we'll choose our message. This skill will use the damage box, because of the idea that using a syringe on an enemy would cause them damage. We'll change the type to HP damage. Since I want the focus of this skill to be on the effect, I will use the basic formula for an attack. No critical, and I'll leave the variant alone. Under effect, I'll click a row, go to state, add state, and choose sleep. OK, and once ready, apply. We'll choose a new row for our level 4 skill and call it clear. Give an image, skill type medicinal, scope 1 ally, MP cost 20, and occasion always. For the description, we will write revives 1 ally. Like first aid, no weapon is required, and both builds can use this skill. We will choose a message, leave damage alone, and go to our effects. Here we will go to state, remove state, and knockout. Now we'll choose a new bar, click recover, and choose recover HP. We will then set this bar to 10 and 30, so they heal 30% of their HP plus an additional 10. Choose OK. Apply when you're ready. We will now work on our final 2 skills for each build. We'll choose a new row and change the name to diagnosis. Choose an image, skill type medicinal, scope, all allies, occasion always, and MP cost 30. We will enter our description, and since we need a stethoscope, we will change the weapon type 1 to stethoscope. We will add a message and change damage to HP recover. No element, and I will enter my desired damage formula. For this formula, I will put 400 plus user's magic attack. I will leave variants alone and have no critical hits. This will heal all our allies, but to take away all the status ailments, we will click the row, go to parameter, go to states, remove state, and choose everything from poison down. Apply when you're ready. Once done here, choose our next row, enter our skill name, Viral Outbreak, and choose an image. Skill type medicinal, MP cost 30, and scope all enemies. We'll set the occasion to battle screen. We'll put our description, and since we need a syringe, change weapon type 1 to syringe. We'll apply, then look back at our description. It says infect. Infect is a new state I added. To add the state, go to states, and change the maximum by 1. We will click this row, and choose the name, infected. We will give an image to this, no restriction, and put abnormal SV motion. You can choose an overlay, and for this tutorial I will choose fear. We will give no removal conditions, but we will change the message. Once we have this done, we will go to traits, then parameters, EX parameter, and HP regeneration. We will set this number to a negative. You can decide how much you want this to do, but for this tutorial, we will put -10 and OK. The infected enemies will lose 10% of their HP every turn. We will also add one more. Choose the row, parameter, EX parameter, and hit rate. I will change this to -5. The infected enemies will now lose HP every turn and have -5% hit rate, so they will all hit less. Once you're done here, click apply. We can now go back to our skill, make sure we're on Viral Outbreak, click the effects tab, state, add state, and infected. We'll click OK, then apply when we're ready. We will now set the damage type to HP damage, no element, and give this skill the basic attack formula. Click apply. Once all this is done, we'll go back to classes, make sure we're on our medic, and under add skill type, we will right click and edit, and change this to medicinal. This will allow our medic to use skills that have the keyword medicinal. We will delete our equipped weapon and equip armor by right clicking and delete. We will now add our new weapons by double clicking, equip, equip weapon, and syringe. We will do this once more to add stethoscope. We'll click a new row, equip, and equip armor. You can choose whichever armor you want, but I will be using general armor and giving another row so we can equip light armor. Apply once you have that done. The final step is to give them their skills at the levels we want them to learn them. I will go to skills to learn, click the first row, make sure it's at level 1, and click the skill drop box and go to first aid, then OK. Then I'll do the next row, choose level 2, do checkup, and do another row that's level 2 for vaccine. We will continue to do this, adjusting our level and the keywords until we have each skill we want at the correct level. Click apply when you're ready. Your class is now complete. You can now choose an actor who will be your class by going to actors, choosing their name, class, and medic. Apply once you're ready and click OK. I will create 2 treasure chests to give our character access to our new weapons. Once I have that, I can now test my game. Make sure to always save your game before testing. I'll make sure I equip my new weapons. Then I will search for an encounter. Here we see our new keyword and our new skill. I will change the level of our character so we can see all our skills. Once in the battle, at the correct level, you will see every skill you learned, but you can only use the skills that correspond to your equipped weapon. Since I have my syringe equipped, I can only use first aid, vaccine, anesthesia, clear, and viral outbreak. This ends our first episode of our custom class series. Please like and subscribe to show your support. Let me know if there are any other classes you would like me to create and make a video out of in the comments. Thank you for watching. See you on the next video.